This is a special presentation from UFC Fight Pass. Step into our world at ufcfightpass.com.
Fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears the black trunks with white and gray trim. Officially weighs in 135.9 pounds. He stands with 4 pro bouts, 3 victories, 1 defeat. Representing Lycan MMA, Campeche, Josimar Malboro Cuevas. And his opponent across the cage, standing in the red corner. He wears the black trunks with white trim. He officially weighs in 135.8 pounds. He stands with 3 professional bouts. Perfect. 3 victories and no defeats. Representing Entram Gym from San Diego, California, USA, Santiago, the Border Boy, Luna. And now with the final instructions, your referee in charge, Edgar Lopez. 3 rounds.
Ok, muchachos, conocen las reglas. Quieren una pelea limpia, una pelea dura. Ok, guys, you know the rules. I want to do a clean fight. Protéjanse y obedezcan mis instrucciones en todo momento. Protect yourself and obey my commands at all time. Toquen guantes, touch gloves. Buena suerte. Good luck.
This fight is brought to you by Fighters Inc. www.fighters-inc.com. Use the code UWC30OFF for all purchases made. You're going to get 30% off. Thanks to Fighters-inc.com for sponsoring this event. Santiago Luna with the red tape.
Yeah, he's like you said. His last fight was on the post lanes. People were walking out of the arena and walked back in because it was such a good fight. They heard the rest of the crowd going crazy, and that's how he got his spot on the main card. But he's fighting a well-experienced kickboxer here. As you can see, landing strikes.
Santiago Luna just showcasing all the power there. You can see it in his back. 19 years old.
Yeah, when asked Santiago Luna, you have something to tell your opponent, he said, God have mercy on him, because I won't. And that's one of the hardest lines I've ever heard.
Santiago Luna, very confident in his wrestling because he is a very decorated Olympic wrestler. At 19 years old, he has already won a world and he's been a Pan-American qualifier and 3-time national champion. There you can just see how he's dominating that position, but Josimar has the experience. Will that experience be enough to overcome this young and up-and-coming border boy, Santiago Luna?
Oh, he knows how to sprawl back up. Is he going to be able to fight that underhook? Luna puts him right back on all fours. Landing punches there. When Cuevas was asked if you have anything to say about your opponent, he said, I hope he's a formidable fighter, and may it be a war in the cage. Well, I think that's exactly what you sign up for.
Oh,
because Santiago Luna,
I think Santiago Luna wants to pick him up.
Yeah.
He looked like he was like posturing up to maybe suplex him. He just used the floor to pound on him, but I think he's trying to move him away from the cage.
He's got the toes in the cage. He can't do that. Edgar Lopez quick with the interruption. Oh, he's got the. I mean, Cuevas might have some jiu-jitsu rabbit. He's going to pull out the head here. You never know. MMA math doesn't work.
Well, there he has a little bit of wrist control, but now he loses it. He's back up on the feet.
Well, he came back up quite unscathed, you know. And he just lands a nice right hand there. Takes a jab in return.
Very nice little sharp jab by Luna. But Josimar quick to come back with a counter.
Oh, nice stiff jab there.
Huge knee to the body, followed by a right hook by Santiago Luna.
Yeah, he didn't like that. That hurt him. That made him back up a bit.
Beautiful jabs we're seeing here.
And this Luna kid has got some punching power. Every time he lands, you can see the difference. Cuevas is landing, and when Luna lands, this guy backs up.
Was that a slip?
I don't know what that was. I think it was hard to tell from this angle. Look at this, guys. This is a good fight, man.
Both of these fighters have gotten hit. Both of these fighters have a little bit of swelling.
Amazing. He's got the double unders. This is going to be a suplex, guys. Cuevas is trying to defend. He's trying to free the hands here.
Ooh, takes his back.
Yeah, sits down. He's going to get
Very
a hook
dangerous position for Cuevas.
Yeah, but he knows how to scramble back up. Again, quite unscathed. He's hard to hold down, this guy.
Nice knee by Santiago Luna. Again, he goes with the knee.
Santiago trying to control him here. Oh, very nice. Technical takedown there. Took the leg.
Big flurry there.
Good head movement and straight back into the war. Guys, this is an excellent fight. This is only the first round, Rafa.
This is beautiful. These jabs are great. Josimar showing his composure against a strong young fighter. Santiago Luna. And Santiago Luna showing all of his hard determination.
He's been letting that kick to the body a few times now. Took a hard punch in the mouth. Both fighters are somewhat bleeding from the mouth.
Yeah, these fighters wanted a war. They got it here in the first round.
That left kick to the body has been finding its mark. And I can tell you that's going to take the wind out of the sails eventually. I see Cuevas is kind of losing his mobility, but he's not as quick on his feet as he was at the start of the round.
There we see an attempt for a takedown. Dangerous move by Cuevas.
Yeah, that was an amazing round. Even though that takedown is a quite, let's say, opportunistic, trying to take down an Olympic wrestler, you know, it's good because it makes your opponent think, hey, I can shoot too. You're going to have to defend my shots as well. I'm not just a kickboxer. Who's going to go? I think this round, by control time, is going to have to go to Santiago Luna, but that was a very good round. It was a very back and forth round. I don't know what the judges think of this round. I think Santiago Luna took the edge here, but it was an excellent and very close round.
Very close round. We saw some very good knees landed by Josimar. We saw the submission attempt by Josimar there from the bottom. A lot of jabs going back and forth there. We saw one of the knees that hit Santiago Luna.
My God.
Those are all points. Yeah. Those are all points going one way, going the other.
Wow, this is a wild fight, guys. Oh my God.
Instant replay brought to you by HJM Logistics.
I would say this is the highest pace we've seen tonight. This is the highest pace fight we've seen so far. These guys are fighting a high pace fight, back and forth, non-stop action. I mean, that's what he did his last fight. Like I said, he got people that were leaving the arena to walk back in.
That's right.
And now he's on the main card because that's how you do. That's how you roll. If you fight hard, you get what you deserve. The guys a bit more touchy-feely now.
Both fighters starting off with some kicks.
Cuevas is definitely on the back foot now. And I think the biggest difference here is it's not the wrestle, it's the punching power.
Nice hook to the body by Santiago Luna.
Yeah, Luna definitely has the power advantage here, which is weird because Cuevas is an experienced kickboxer. It's just those wrestlers, you know, they got that strong base, they got a strong core from years and years of wrestling. So once they figure out how to throw a punch, they usually know how to throw bombs.
A lot of power, a lot of torque behind those punches, like you said, Victor.
I mean, the ring control has been quite equal, you know, it's been 50-50. Luna pressuring is now going forward, but he was just on the back foot a second ago. Good things I like it. I hope these strikes don't go unnoticed. They're not landing as clean, but he is throwing and he is finding its mark every now and then. Ooh, nice one too. He rolled with it though.
Josimar threw a huge punch, but I think the fact that he went all in on it opened up the door for Santiago to get that takedown.
Yeah, Santiago Luna trying to throw Some ground and pound here. Oh, big left hand landed.
Here we have it front row center to see what he has to do with the ground and pound. Trying to get something in there.
Yeah, how is Cuevas going to get up here? He needs to find his moment.
There, that one landed. And landed again. That little hammer fist with the left hand.
Cuevas is trying to go for a leg attack here.
Like you said, Victor, there might be some jiu-jitsu ace in one of those sleeves of Josimar Cuevas.
Yeah. Let's see, you know.
But Santiago doing a great job just eliminating everything.
Oh my God, big elbow there. Oh, and he's landing now.
Those are huge. Ground and pound just going crazy. Now he gets the back.
Oh my God. I mean, Cuevas.
Now he goes back down. Just a dominant performance by Santiago Luna.
Yeah, he did a good job in the first round of getting back to his feet, but this is the second round. He's a bit more gassed, and they're a bit more sweaty. It might. Oh, very nice. He just pulled him down, back on his back. Oh, but he's back up again. He's back up again. He's breathing heavy, but he's got his hands up. Luna also breathing quite heavy. Just took that right hand, but he rolls with it.
A quick little 1-2, but
nice
Santiago
double leg.
Luna.
Amazing double leg shot there by Santiago Luna. And Cuevas finds himself back on the mat.
Santiago Luna's trying to repeat what he was doing a couple of seconds ago with that ground and pound, just finding an opening.
Is he going to be able to get back up? I would say he's going to have to turn around.
Still a minute left.
Yeah.
Ooh, on his way up. Getting really punished here by Santiago Luna.
Oh, that strike actually hurt him. That hurt him. Yeah. He's covering up. Is he going to back up? He's still in this fight though, but he's just ragdolling it now.
Oh, now dominant performance. There we see the referee paying close attention.
He's still in this fight though, Cuevas. He's not hurt bad. He's just being outworked right now. He's being pampered with those shots, but nothing really that rattles him. Look at Luna. Great hands as well.
Ooh, that was a big miss by Cuevas. Just throwing a haymaker like that is very dangerous.
Got their hands low. Still throwing punches. We got 10 seconds to go in the second round of war. Another double leg.
Ooh, these fighters are really feeling the full time here of 2 rounds, just going at it non-stop. Just the pace of this fight, like you were saying, Victor, has been really crazy. And now we're going to start off another round.
Yeah, incredible high-paced fight. There's still a round to go. These guys are both breathing heavy. Both Cuevas and Luna are catching their breath right here because that was a very high-paced round. I think this round was really dominated. Let's see the replay brought to us by Exocell. Look at that nice hand. I mean, nothing has really landed clean. I think Luna's doing a great job. He's 19 years old. That's incredible.
Those are some crazy combinations that are coming out of both of these fighters. Just the level of striking that we've seen in this fight has been very top level. But the wrestling game on Santiago Luna is something that a lot of fighters are really going to struggle with.
That's what made the difference in this fight, the wrestling.
So if Santiago Luna just keeps evolving, he's 19 years old. 3 more years of just MMA training are going to do a world of difference. That instant replay just brought to you by Exocell, the only name in stem cells. Proud sponsor of the UWC now for round 3, about to start. Josimar in the blue tape and the braided hair. Santiago Luna with the shortcut. And the huge hands on him. There he stops the fight. Santiago Luna, the border boy, is here to stay at the Zonki's Auditorium, making a name for himself. in the main card.
Incredible. He was low in his base. He still had the energy. He had more pep and spunk than Cuevas, and he threw that 1-2 combination, and it just rattled him. He was out of breath, had no air, and obviously the more fitter fight in the third round was going to win this fight. Very good job by Santiago Luna, and what an excellent display of mixed martial arts, both the wrestling and the striking. This kid's got it on. He's 19 years old. My God.
19 years old. I believe it's his second fight. Definitely not his last one here at the UWC. After a highlight reel like he just pulled off there, with some great wrestling for 2 whole rounds, and then to start off the third round with just a beautiful knockout to get it started. Instant replay brought to you by Rubin. Walk us through this.
Low in the base. Like I said, he lands that 1-2 on the button.
Wow.
And that's all she wrote. He was just fatigued, Cuevas, and he landed that punch, and it was hard. This kid has got a good wrestling base, and he throws hard punches. I said in the first round, the difference in this fight, of course, obviously, is the wrestling resume, but it's also the punching power. This guy has got dynamite in his hands, and he's got the wrestling to back it up. It's going to be a problem. He's going to be an extra. We're going to see a lot of it from this kid.
You heard it here first. Keep your eyes peeled for the future of Santiago Luna. 19 years old, displaying a level of maturity, of power, of technique, well beyond his age. It's going to be a problem. You can quote Victor Quicks on that. Let's go to see a little bit more of what was going on. Josimar Cuevas just devastated about the performance. Huge heart, never stopped throwing back punches, but it was just too much for Santiago Luna. We're going to see a little bit of his personality once we get it started. Pretty much home field advantage for the border boy. He's right across the street here in San Diego. Brought a lot of people with him to support him.
Yeah,
maybe we might see him or other future martial artists in the UWC 53. We have Gordillo, they're our champion, on May 12th at 2:30. Don't miss it, live only here on UFC Fight Pass.
I didn't know Antonio Gordillo was part of the cast of the new Roadhouse movie.
He might as well. He might be. Have you checked it out? He might be an extra there. One of the fight scenes.
He fits so well as the guy that went to prison, as the bad guy. Tony Gordillo is such. The guy has this prison mentality. He's got that prison vibe about him. Look at him. This is a cool poster. It's very
amazing. Can't miss it. May 12th this year is going to be amazing. Let's go to the official decision here with Pablo Flores in the center of the cage. This amazing fight, Santiago Luna against Josimar.
And ladies
Cuevas.
and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end officially. 1 minute, 17 seconds, and the third and final round. Declaring the winner by way of TKO victory. And still undefeated from SoCal, sunny San Diego, California, Santiago Border Boy Luna.
Trujillo, that's a big feather in his cap, and Trujillo does not want that to happen.
Our tail of the tape brought to you by Live Oak Texas Vodka. The reach advantage going to Alberto Trujillo. The height advantage to the 24-year-old Imanol Rodriguez. Both fighters did make weight. Trujillo stepping inside. Let's get our official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest brought to you by Live Oak Texas Vodka is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury FC Flyweight Division. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 125.6 pounds. Fighting out of Ensenada, Baja California, Mexico, he holds a perfect professional record. 4 wins, no losses. Here is Imanol Rodriguez. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 2 inches tall, and he weighed in at 125.4 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, by way of DeQueen, Arkansas. His professional record stands at 9 wins, 4 losses. Here is Alberto El Philly Trujillo. Your referee in charge of the action, Danielle Guevara.
All right, feature fight of the night. Blue gloves for Imanol, red for Trujillo.
So Imanol known for his one-shot knockout power. Trujillo known for his volume, pacing, and durability. I was thinking Trujillo was going to have to rely on his wrestling in this fight. If he goes shot for shot with Imanol, it's going to be tough.
Alex, the 7-time inside the Fury FC cage for Alberto has gone the distance on all of them.
Yeah, and he's never, even in his losses, never been finished. You know, Trujillo is he's one of those guys that he's so hard to take out. He has such a good gas tank, and, you know, that has a lot to do with, you know, getting knocked out, getting finished, getting any of those things. That has a lot to do with it. You know, having this continuous gas tank, it makes your chin a little better.
Yeah, what also helps his chin is notice the high guard of Trujillo. I mean, both hands are open. He's got a true shield. Man, I was curious if he was going to be able to out-wrestle the young blood here in Imanol Rodriguez. Because we've seen Trujillo do this. We saw him do it to Jacob Silva. And then even in Alberto Trujillo's loss to Garule, it wasn't a shutout. If anything, Alberto Trujillo had the volume advantage in the fight, just Garule had the damage potential. It's a good get up there from Imanol.
Yeah, and it was a split decision loss, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
Close.
Yeah, it was very close. And you actually thought in that fight, good body shot there. Alex, going back and watching that, you're recapping it. You actually had it, Alberto winning that fight.
So yeah, and I'm a damage guy. You know, I was happy to see Garule win the decision just because of how I like to watch fights, how I even fight. But I know Trujillo had a really heavy case to win it. Man, big throw there from Imanol. But you guys will not see Trujillo settle on bottom, not for 1 second. When I saw this matchup, I was like, okay, this is a real step up in competition for Imanol.
Imanol catches that head kick and then throws a shot to the body before he lets the leg go.
Truly a high guard there from Trujillo.
Michael, if Imanol does win this fight and goes the distance, that's awesome. Like, that's a really good win. But we were talking about this. If he gets the finish of Alberto Trujillo, that is like you're special.
Yeah, that is going to get some national attention if he finishes this fight.
Absolutely.
And I think the same goes for Alberto Trujillo. If he finishes this fight, I think he's going to get some attention too and start raising some eyebrows.
Imanol's got a real ability to just sit low on these punches, really maximize that power. Oof.
Good work there by Rodriguez.
Yeah, reacted and defended that shot really well.
And his combos are so fast and so sharp for Imanol.
Landed that elbow as Trujillo tries to sneak into the pocket.
1 minute left in round 1.
Nice body shot there. From Imanol.
Drops him with an uppercut.
Imanol Rodriguez.
These are good ground strikes.
Getting good ground strikes in on Alberto Trujillo, the 24-year-old looking for a finish in round 1. Big punches raining down.
Oh, man.
Is this going to be enough? 35 seconds left. Big punches, and that is the finish.
Wow. He TK'd him in the first.
Wow.
Off of an uppercut, off of a shot as a counter, backflip engaged. Man.
Imanol Rodriguez has answered a lot of questions and might be the answer on who the next hot prospect is.
That eye of Gurule swelled up, man. It was from an uppercut on a shot. Wow, I mean, that follow-up too in the guard. I mean, Imanol must have thrown 30 to 40 strikes. Let's see that highlight. I mean, it was an uppercut from Imanol off of, I think, a level change from Gurule. Highlights in the whole fight. The finish coming up here pretty soon. Yeah. It wasn't even a level change. Gurule was exiting after that lead hook. Notice the Gurule the whole time was trying to reach for the arms, trying to close the guard, but just the too many shots got through. Man, what a win for the young blood and Imanol Rodriguez. I mean, that's as good as it gets for a young prospect.
That was exactly what everybody is talking about in Imanol Rodriguez. His ability to just swarm when he sees a fighter down is incredible, and the hype train it was already out of the station, but it has picked up full steam.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna wait for Wayne here and make things official. Here he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Daniel Guevara calls for a stop to the fight. 4 minutes, 27 seconds into the very first round. Declaring your winner by TKO, Imanol Rodriguez.
A former high school wrestler who turned to MMA and became a Strikeforce signee in 2011. Bobby Green bounced back from a loss to JZ Cavalcante with consecutive wins over Sharon Spain, JP Reese, James Terry, and Matt Ricehouse, earning himself an invite to the UFC. Waiting at the door to the octagon is veteran Jacob Volkmann, an imposing force in the lightweight division, who has won 6 of 7 bouts since moving to 155 pounds. Fresh off a submission finish of Shane Roller, Volkmann hopes to play spoiler tonight. Coming up next, Bobby King Green faces Jacob Christmas Volkmann. Bobby King Green looking for his 20th professional victory, his first as a member of the UFC. Makes his octagon debut tonight, riding a 4-fight winning streak, and he is fired up to be here.
He's very excited at this opportunity. This is a huge, huge moment for him. He looks comfortable, he looks pumped up. He's got a tough task in front of him here, though. Jacob Volkmann is a sensational grappler. And if there's any one area where Bobby Green shines, it's his grappling. So this is an interesting matchup for Bobby. He's got to avoid the takedowns and submission attempts and try to impose his game on Jacob Volkmann tonight. It's an opportunity that he's been building up for quite a while, and it's finally here for Bobby Green.
Bobby King Green, 4-1 in Strikeforce. Fought JP Reese in Strikeforce, second all-time to Ben Askren in career pins at Missouri, and did a nice job. And so when you're looking to counter the All-American Jacob Volkmann, we know that Bobby Green is pretty talented in that area.
Very talented, and you know, he's going to have to keep up with the pace of Jacob Volkmann as well. Jacob Volkmann grabs a hold of you, and he's very relentless with his submission attempts, very relentless with his takedowns.
It's a tough stylistic matchup. But Bobby King Green welcomes the challenge as he enters the octagon for the very first time. That was different. I guess he is diving into his UFC career. There's his opponent, Jacob Christmas Volkmann. 3-time Division I All-American, 4-time All-Big Ten performer as a Minnesota Golden Gopher.
And he's wearing his Volkmann for President t-shirt. He's gotten a bit of trouble at school for some of his...
at school, I like that.
Well, where he teaches actually wrestling for his political points of view that he's espoused inside the octagon. But make no mistake about it, this guy is a very talented grappler, especially at 155 pounds. When he made that switch down from the 170-pound division, we really got to see what this man is capable of. And he is a big puzzle for a lot of people to solve inside the octagon with that relentless grappling attack. He charges at you, grabs a hold of you, and very few guys have been able to figure out what to do with him. Very strong, deceptively strong, and his grappling is top-notch.
Well-trained. 10th time in the octagon, yeah, well-trained, 10th time. Greg Nelson does such a good job.
Yeah, really an unheralded coach. He's one of the few guys that has been around this sport for a long time, developed some champions, and in my opinion, doesn't get as much credit as he deserves. And you see him there behind Jacob Volkmann. All of his fighters very technical, very well-schooled. Jacob Volkmann, that grappling style.
Jacob Christmas Volkmann. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight, 32-year-old Jacob Volkmann against 26-year-old Bobby King Green. 1 inch taller is Green. He will have a slight reach advantage. And once again, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 19 wins, 5 losses, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Montana, California, Bobby King Green. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 15 wins, 3 losses, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 156 pounds. Fighting out of White Bear Lake, Minnesota, Jacob Christmas Volkmann. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Kim Winslow.
Kim Winslow, our referee for this lightweight battle. The UFC 156 prelims from the Mandalay Bay Event Center in Las Vegas. Jacob Volkmann, Bobby Green.
You ready, Bobby? Ready, Jacob? Fight!
And we are underway. Black trunks for the southpaw, Jacob Christmas Volkmann. Blue trunks for Bobby Green. 19 wins as a professional for Green.
You see right away Bobby wants to avoid that takedown. It looks to me like he wants to try to keep this standing.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to use his wrestling in reverse, Joe.
Yeah, he's striking, but he's keeping a very square stance, Mike. You notice how he's standing in front of him, shoulders squared up? That's to sprawl. He wants to be able to get out of there as soon as Jacob makes that inevitable charge and tries to wrap him up and drag him to the ground.
And Volkmann likes to do it with the shot. He looks for singles and doubles, but if he can get you up against the fence, he likes to go in the style of dirty boxing and control from the clinch.
Bobby Green said of Jacob Volkmann that he needs to learn how to be more exciting.
Bobby Green with a kick trying to be exciting early.
Was that low?
You know what, it clipped a bit, but it looked like more of the stomach. Volkmann didn't react, and there it is.
Single. Yeah. And watch the technical takedown ability of Jacob Volkmann. Notice how he transitions brilliantly. He chains those attacks together. And Bobby is in a world of trouble here. Side control. Bobby's trying to get that left knee into play, and he does. Brings it to half guard. But Jacob is looking, it looks to me like he's looking for a choke. Perhaps a guillotine or a darce. Just blanketing him. Staying on top of him, sliding over, and he's going to get that left leg out, Mike. That left leg is in between the legs of Bobby Green. Watch him push down as soon as he gets some space. He's punching him right now, try to open things up, and then as soon as he can, he will free up that left leg and probably move to the mount.
We have seen some wrestlers who don't mind this position, the Turk with the control, and with the background of Volkmann and his grappling, highly decorated during his collegiate career. This is how he breaks people down. Green trying to break out.
But you see that quick transition by Volkmann. Volkmann very aware, very grappling smart. He knew where there was space, and he knew what Bobby could do to try to stand up, and immediately countered that. He's staying on top of him, not making a move to free that left leg up yet, but a lot of pressure on Bobby. Bobby coming off space here.
Sorry, Joe. Volkmann coming off that impressive rear naked choke finish of Shane Roller in his hometown of Minneapolis.
Volkmann grabbing a hold of that left leg. See how he's got that? He may decide to drop down and attack with a leg lock. He's not in the position to do it anymore.
Just past the midway point of round number 1.
Yeah, he's looking to stack Bobby here. He keeps, the way he's looking at that ankle makes me think he may possibly be considering dropping down and lacing up one of those legs.
6-1 at 155. Volkmann fighting for the 10th time inside the octagon tonight.
Volkmann is so deceptive, Mike. His technique is so good in his grappling that guys look at him and he doesn't look that impressive. He's not like a big, scary Sean Shirk looking dude, but when he gets a hold of you, man, his technique is perfect, his positioning is perfect, his leverage. Like, look at that.
Yeah, he stays right on him, right?
Yeah, he followed that kick. He got pushed off, followed it immediately, capitalized on the space. And now he's got Bobby Green's back.
And he has out-wrestled many good wrestlers. If it's an Antonio McKee, if it's a Danny Castillo, All-American Shane Roller.
Yeah, note he's using the body triangle now. Probably would like to get his right leg on the outside of Bobby Green's right leg.
And trying to
better
work it.
leverage there.
He's got some time left. 7 wins by submission. 2 of those submission wins due to strikes.
Yeah, he's going under the chin here. Bobby is just really getting smushed here. He's really getting out grappled. And Bobby trying to show some good defense. And I guarantee if he makes it out of this round, he will try very hard to not get taken down in the second because he knows what's in store for him. Make no mistake about it, the superior grappler is Jacob Volkmann. Again, he's trying for that choke, and Bobby's pushing off.
I mean, we're talking in Volkmann, a 2008 U.S. grappling national champion, defeated Dennis Hallman to make the world team and won an 80-kilogram no-gi world grappling championship that same year, plus a couple of years of Golden Gloves boxing. But this is the bread and butter of Jacob Volkmann.
He's very, very frustrating on the ground.
Bobby Green taking a look into the camera. But this is a round that has been won by Jacob Volkmann.
Hey, that's fine, Bobo. That's fine. His hands are burning now. Now you got to get your mouth. You got to get your hands going now. You got to get the feet going. You got to get your hands going. Now we open up. All right? You felt what he's like on top. You're alive. You're here. Now go put him away. Okay? Your offense now. Don't wait for nothing. Get your offense going. Don't respect him. No more respect. Now it's about to win.
All right? Otherwise, just keep busy. Punch, punch, back to his chest. Doing it. Doing well. Doing well. Up on your feet. Think about quick jabs. Move around a little bit. All right? Getting your space, getting your range to hit that kick. All right? Make sure you're in that range before you get something, okay? Otherwise, doing good, Jake. You ready to go?
Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece. Thank you.
Set for the start of round number 2. Kim Winslow, make sure the octagon is clear, and the battle will continue.
Ready, Bobby. Ready, Jacob. Fight!
A little blood coming out of the nose of Bobby Green. Some of the ground and pound from Jacob Volkmann. Nice kick.
Excellent kick by Bobby. He needs
and
more of that.
Just like that.
Taken down, but this time escapes. Nicely done by Bobby.
And a good sprawl.
He dragged him in there.
And he stays right on it, though, doesn't he?
Yep. Arm in guillotine attempt here by Jacob. Lacing up the leg. Can't see how he's got his hands tied. He doesn't.
Joe Volkmann timed that second kick so well, trying to shoot and get this takedown.
Yeah, he did. You know, Bobby is confident enough in his grappling to get this close to Jacob and hang on to him. If I was in his corner, I'd be screaming at him to disengage.
It's the counter takedown almost of Volkmann.
Yeah, he's doing a good job here, though, in the clinch, but it seems like just a matter of time when you're locked up like that with Jacob before he drags you to the ground again.
And you know what? A key to that sprawl was the distance that Green kept there. Volkmann really had to chase that one.
Yeah, he did a good job there, though, Mike, of avoiding both the first takedown attempt and then the second one.
Doesn't mind top position, although Volkmann can be tricky.
Volkmann grapevining the leg, back to full guard here. And Bobby's got to capitalize on this position. Oh, nice shot from the top by Bobby.
His corner in between the first and second round said, now you're alive, you know what it's like, let's go to work, and he's doing a good job early.
Yeah,
nice to the body.
This is what he likes, and this is not what Jacob likes. Jacob is a top position guy. He does not want to be fighting here off of his back. Jacob not known for his arm bars or triangles.
Right.
He's known for being a smothering on top fighter. And Bobby Green steps over to half guard. Now, Jacob actually is in a better position in the half guard to try to stand back up or try to sweep him than he is in the full guard.
With that thought, what should we look for?
We should look for Jacob to try to get underhooked on the left side of Bobby Green's body, and then from there he'll try to scoot out the side and then maybe gable grip the body and try to reverse him.
He's eating some elbows in the meantime,
Yes,
though.
he is.
And the body shot.
And Bobby's doing some good damage here on the top, and he's also tiring Jacob out.
No C-clamp. You can posture, but no C-clamp.
By C-clamp, they mean grabbing a hold of the trachea.
Yep.
Pinching it with your fingers, your thumb and your forefinger.
And immediately Green backed off.
Good
Look at
elbow
this.
by Green.
Big strikes, and they're adding up and doing damage.
By the way, I don't know why you can't do that C-clamp, because it's a good technique, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do that, but you can kick somebody in the head. It's dumb. It's a dumb rule. There's a lot of dumb rules in MMA. Bobby Green, though, on top here. He's doing good damage, Mike.
Man,
good
he keeps
shots.
busy, doesn't
good
he?
elbows
Yeah.
here by Bobby Green.
This is some vicious ground and pound.
Well, you know, the knock on Jacob Volkmann is Jacob's this amazing grappler if he gets on top of you.
Right.
But if you're on top of him, there's a lot of wrestlers that are on their back, they're like turtles. Oh, I do not agree with that, Kim Winslow. Let
Neither
the
does
man
Bobby
work.
Green.
Neither does this whole crowd.
Interesting.
Let the man work. He earned that position. He earned that position, and he was doing damage. But now Bobby's got confidence. You see it in his face.
Bobby Green landed 35 strikes in that position.
He
Nicely
did.
done.
And those strikes will tire you out, Mike. Those elbows, and you see it. Jacob's moving slower. He's got some swelling on his face, a little bit of blood coming out of his ear. Bobby Green did some damage in that round. And he goes high, and Jacob didn't even bother. Oh, look at that, though.
Now let's see if Volkmann can take him for a ride and get top position again.
Bobby's got to pop those hips out and separate those hands. This is very critical that he stifles Jacob Volkmann in this particular part of the fight, because Jacob Volkmann was on the bottom most of the round. If Jacob can get on top, he can steal this round with 1 minute to go or a little bit less. This is the last thing Bobby wants. Bobby's got to turn towards him and wind up in Jacob's guard again.
Where he did damage in guard in the Turk and passing and doing a lot of damage. The swelling is huge on the side of his face.
And he can turn towards him here. Jacob does not have a full body triangle. By the full body triangle, you got to really clamp down. He's got a little bit more now, but the idea of the body triangle is you're constricting the organs, constricting the guy's body, and holding his body in position where he can't spin and wind up on top of you. You see, a lot of fighters are going to this body triangle now, and the way Jacob's doing it now, he's got the foot on the outside. Note his right foot tucked underneath the knee of Bobby Green, keeping him from spinning, grapevining that leg.
35 strikes landed in the second by Green.
Hey, Jake. Hey, take some water. Hey, press this now. Press this round, okay? Hey, when you take that shot like that, there's no reason to go for your back. No reason to go to that back again, all right? There's no reason at that time, so keep on top this whole time. Set yourself, jab yourself in, Just keep pressuring, okay? Pressuring forward. You got this, all right? You got this. You got the first round, take the second round, all right? Got the first round, take the second round. Take the third round now, all right?
Into something.
You gotta do something with this. You gotta stop. Let's look for Jeremiah. Follow up with the hook to the top, okay? He's tired, open Bobby. For that. He's open for that. Just come up.
Sell out, Bobo. Sell out. Sell out, Bobby. Nothing left.
Bobby Green did some damage from the top position in that second round. You see a vicious elbow. Good round for Bobby, although Jacob had his back towards the end of the round.
And Jacob Volkmann's lead trainer, Greg Nelson, one of the best in the business, said press this round, keep on top, don't hurry to take the back. You got the first round, now let's go get this one.
Good shot to the body there by Bobby Green.
Nice
Good sprawl. Oh, nice knee by Bobby.
And again, the key was the distance that Bobby Green is keeping.
It's also the key is that he wound up on top in that second round and did damage,
yes.
Mike, and that really wore out. Just took one to the junk. Oh, Mother Nature, you win again with your crappy design of the human body.
Over here, please. Come here, please.
Hey, let's watch that on replay since we're gonna wait for Bobby Green to recover. Kapowie, no doubt about that. Oh, that delayed reaction.
When you're ready, that's unintentional.
I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah, Bobby is he's fired up to get back at
game.
it.
I mean, even in the walk-in, it was during our commercial break, though, Joe. I mean, he's fired up to make his long-awaited UFC debut.
Good inside leg kick by Bobby there. Good power to that kick.
His fight very even as we enter the third. If you consider the striking in the second of Green, the control of Volkmann in the first.
The only thing that would concern me if I was in Green's
camp
end of the round,
right?
end of the round.
Yeah.
Nice shot to the body here.
That's that southpaw against orthodox. That body's open. Anthony Pettis, Donald Cerrone.
Yes. Oh, this is it. Bobby Green on top. Very
Nicely
nice.
done. Bobby Green, a good wrestling background as well.
He's got to be careful, though. Got to stay on top. Can't give him space. Don't let him spin towards you. He's trying to turn counterclockwise and lace up a leg. You can't allow him to do that. Can't allow him to get a half guard position. He needs to hold this spot. Don't allow him to push off that cage either. He's got to keep that head and arm position tight. And Bobby decided to push forward more, go to north-south position because he didn't like the idea of Jacob being able to use those legs. He wanted to push off the cage, Jacob did with those legs. But now Bobby's on top in the half guard. What's important now is that he hold this position and do damage like he did in that second. He can't allow Jacob to spin out the side. Oh, nicely done by Bobby Green. And Jacob took a look at the clock.
Volkmann adding his time of top position control a moment ago with that exchange.
Volkmann's also giving up his hand here that he's tired. Took a big deep breath after he threw a lazy kick.
And to the body goes Green. Green's gonna watch his distance again here. Stay out of harm's way. If Volkmann has enough left to try to blast another double, and you can see the exhaustion.
Good sprawl and good knee on in the transition there by Bobby.
That shot
nice
did not
kick to the body.
Nicely
but Jacob
done.
takes him down. Look and see if Bobby switches a reversal. Very nicely done by Bobby Green. Good control here by Bobby.
To the body on the way up.
Good job by Bobby, but he's got Jacob on his back here.
Volkmann, his shot did not look like it did early, but he countered again with almost that counter takedown of the kick.
Bobby's got to stand up and separate these legs.
And he says, yes, sir, to you. Bobby Green having a lot of fun in his UFC debut.
Yeah, I don't want to give him too much direction here, but he's doing the right thing here. He's got to keep those legs separate. He's going to turn. He's got to avoid that. He's going to wind up on top if he can get that right leg over the top. He's got to explode with that right leg over the top. Jump that right leg over the top of Jacob Volkmann's left. He's trying to do it. He's looking for the time to do it, but what he's worried
close.
about...
There it is.
There he did it.
And
very nicely done. Very nicely done by Bobby Green. Big
shots. More ground and pound by Bobby Green. Nice elbow.
Looking to finish this fight.
He might be able to stop this fight here. Bobby Green is in an excellent position to stop this fight. Jacob Volkmann is exhausted.
And controlling the breathing of Volkmann was Green. Full mount with 60 seconds left.
Slamming him down there. Good mount here by Bobby Green. It's just an excellent third round.
He wore him out in the second, Joe.
Yeah,
or
he
wore
really
him
did.
down, yes.
He really is taking advantage of the damage that he did in the second.
Yeah, and look at the damage here in the third. Bloodied up his Volkmann.
This is all Bobby Green
Trying
here.
to finish it right here. Kim Winslow on top of the action. Looking for the finish. Can he try? It is all over. Bobby Green by submission. Victorious in his UFC debut.
That's an outstanding victory for Bobby Green. Welcome to the UFC, Bobby Green.
Vicious ground and pound, and Bobby Green is able to finish it.
And finish it, he did. Ground and pound, softened him up. Jacob gave up his back. He's just taking punishment here. And Bobby sunk that right arm underneath the chin, wrapped it up very nicely. Beautiful job. Congratulations, Bobby Green.
Ultra impressive in his debut, Bobby Green. Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kim Winslow has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 25 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, Bobby King Green.
Barahona 6 years older. It is Zellhuber that is taller, 6'1" to 5'7", both on point at weigh-ins, and it is Zellhuber that will have a 4-inch reach advantage. To welcome our lightweights to the ring, here's Lupe Contreras.
Entering the icon ring, Alexander Barahona.
Alexander Barahona making the walk tonight. He is focused on boxing in this matchup. He says he's a smart fighter, prides himself on his fight IQ, and that's one thing that I've noticed a lot of fighters talking more about recently is coming in with that game plan, making the proper adjustments, but trying to be the smarter fighter and make sure they don't force anything and stick to what is working.
Yeah, and it's a great strategy to come in here, you know, thinking about that you take less damage, right? You can get to your wins faster if you come in with a more intelligent mindset. Vice coming in here with that brute force, emotional force isn't always the best solution. And the sport's growing; it's evolving faster than ever. So yes, these fighters are you know, finding more efficient ways to fish out their victories.
This young man played American football here in Mexico, and I asked him, American football or is it, you know, soccer? And he said, no, American football. He loves contact. He loves, you know, that one-on-one nature. So that's why he's moved to combat sports, and he just wants to go out there and hit somebody, and he'll have that opportunity here tonight.
Yes, he said he wants to find a knockout tonight. He thinks that this is going to give him another big opportunity, and obviously he wants to get to that next level. He wants to put on a good show, and he wants to get to the next level of competition.
Now, welcoming his opponent to the ring is Lupe.
His opposition, Daniel Zellhuber.
Daniel Zellhuber making the walk tonight. Ready to put on a show inside the Icon ring. And again, I can't stress this enough, Pearl. We've been here all week, 2 Roy Jones Jr. boxing events, and then leading up to Icon. You know, the UFC has Fight Island. We've been in Fight Paradise, really. It's beautiful down here.
It
and
is.
It's a great place to see a fight.
Absolutely. It's gorgeous. A little cold this time, but I'm not going to complain. I was in Chicago for a few weeks, so can't really complain.
That's cold. These fighters looking to turn up the heat, though, as we see Daniel Zellhuber, the golden boy, coming into tonight's fight, undefeated, 9-0. And he's a aggressive fighter. 7 of those wins by way of stoppage, 5 by knockout, 2 by submission. And that's one thing that we see more and more these days is, you know, these aggressive in nature fighters getting stoppages, but doing in both facets of the game, knockouts and submissions. You'd like to see that blend.
Absolutely. I mean, the sport is evolving faster than ever. It's amazing to watch how it's growing right now. What's interesting is Daniel, how he even got into MMA. And he got into MMA because he was bullied, and he started training at 12, met his coach, found competing to be fun, and has never looked back.
And now he hopes to do some bullying of his own inside the Icon ring. All right, ready to go here for our official introductions. Here's Lupe.
We continue with the action here at the Marina Terra Hotel and Spa, San Carlos, Sonora, Mexico. Again, presented to you by Icon Fighting Federation. This is the co-featured bout of the evening, presented in association with De La O Promotions and sponsored by Fusion CBD Products and Martinez Law. I've got your back. This bout, 3 rounds or less in the lightweight division. The judges are Francisco Borges, Benjamin Tapia, and Jose Guadalupe Padilla. The ref, Servando Licano. Presenting first, the fighter standing in the blue corner, standing 5'7" tall and adorned in camouflage trunks. He weighed in at the lightweight limit of 155 pounds. Tonight, he enters the Icon ring in his 17th professional bout with a record of 13 victories against 3 losses. Representing Bone Breakers, La Ciudad de Mexico, DF, Alexander Raptor Barahona. Across the ring in the red corner, wearing black with red and white trim, standing 6'1" tall. He also weighed in at an identical 155 pounds. Tonight, inside of the Icon ring, he puts his undefeated record on the line, consisting of 9 pro victories, representing the Romero team. Also fighting out of the Mexican capital, Mexico City, Mexico, Daniel El Golden Boy Zellhuber.
I don't know about you, TJ, but I'm excited for this one.
Absolutely. It is the Raptor, the undefeated fighter coming into tonight's Icon opportunity here. The former football fullback.
Barahona has, since he's gotten into the ring, has been laser sharp focused and just ready to go for the last maybe 5 minutes.
Touch your gloves, we are underway. TJ DeSantis, Pearl Gonzalez. Daniel Zellhuber taking on Alex Barahona.
Zellhuber looks much bigger.
4-inch reach advantage, but again, that doesn't take into consideration the legs, the reaches with the arms, and as you mentioned, I mean, looking at Zellhuber, just very, very long, and we see him with his kicking attack early.
Yeah, and Barahona's doing a good job of applying the pressure, trying to get on the inside. He is throwing some big wide punches. I think as the smaller, shorter fighter, he's got to throw straighter. Ooh, there goes that football.
Ooh, in on that takedown, but not able to get the fight to the floor the way he wanted to. He's full mount here for Zellhuber.
Yeah, I think that was a mistake by Barahona. He did not set up that shot. He kind of just shot in, which allowed for Zellhuber to just sprawl and get heavy, have heavy hips and land on top.
Zellhuber, perfect as a pro, 9-0, and in a perfect position right now early in this mount with plenty of time to work. See if he can get some offense going.
Yeah, he's doing a good job here of trying to tie up the arms. Ooh, landed a really big elbow. I wonder if that's cut him. He's tying up the arms here. Heavy hips.
Ooh, able to force that scramble is Barahona.
Barahona did a great job utilizing that power that he said he had.
Definitely didn't want to eat any more of those elbows on the bottom, and now we'll see if Barahona can make something happen. Clinched up in the corner here.
Zellhuber doing a great job of fishing for underhooks here. Already created some space and range. Is off of the ring and landing big knees.
Beautiful knee.
And kicks. Oh, that hurt him. This might be
trouble.
over. This might be over.
Zellhuber closing in on potentially the 10th win of his career. Full mount. Barahona trying to survive. High mount. Elbows. Covering up. Referee right on top of it. That is a wrap. Look at that. The Golden Boy shines once again. Daniel Zellhuber now 10-0 as a pro.
Ferocious.
That is some scary ground and pound pro Gonzalez on display.
That was phenomenal. And it was set up by a leg kick. A leg kick is what ultimately set up his finish. And from start to finish, as soon as he saw that kill, he did not stop until he found his prey.
You could tell Barahona, didn't want to stand on the outside, went in for that takedown, got mounted, ate some ground and pound, was able to get back to his feet, but again, Zellhuber brings a different kind of aggression, especially when he's in top position on the floor. His opponents are definitely going to be looking out for that in the future.
Yes, he's ferocious, he's powerful, he's aggressive, a beautiful display of skills.
Let's take a look at some of the action here. I mean, this was a clinic in ground and pound. Pearl, walk us through.
All right, so here he goes on the inside. This shot wasn't set up properly. Zellhuber lands on top here, does a great job of tying up the arms and lands these big, beautiful inside elbows just straight down the middle, right in between his guard. Staying heavy here, kind of staying heavy, tying the arms up again, more ground and pound coming from him. And here, we didn't get to see it, but there's ultimately the finish. He hit him with that leg kick and then did not stop until that fight was over. It was phenomenal.
Servando Lacano forced to save Barahona. It is Daniel Zellhuber getting the win to make it official. Here's Lupe Contreras.
A series of unanswered blows forces referee Servando Lacano to stop this contest with an official time of 2 minutes 17 seconds of round number 1. Your winner, by way of technical knockout, still undefeated, El Golden Boy, Daniel Zellhuber.
So let's go over to our tale of the tape. And London's Brad Pickett is more senior than Ecuador's Marlon Vera by 14 years. Pickett is 5'6", Vera 5'8", and with a span of 70.5, Vera has a 2.5-inch reach advantage. For Pickett's final octagon introduction, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is 3 rounds in a special UFC catchweight contest. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a grappler holding a professional record, 8 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 140 pounds. Fighting out of Chone Manabi, Ecuador, Marlon Chito Vera. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a striker, holding a professional record, 26 wins, 13 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 139 pounds. Fighting out of East London, England, Brad One Punch Pickett! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Grant Waterman.
So Grant Waterman shares the octagon with the 2 fighters. Brad One Punch Pickett and Marlon Chito
Here we go,
Vera.
guys. You ready? You ready? Let's fight.
This, his last dance inside the octagon. Pickett wears red, Vera in the yellow.
Interestingly, John, Grant Waterman was the referee for Brad's first ever MMA fight, and now he's here for the last.
What a privilege it is for him as well then, Dan.
Brad searching for the right hand already. There's the body kick from Chito that they've been expecting. There it is again.
So that boxing style of Brad Pickett, very familiar to fans all around the world. But he's giving away some pretty significant physical differences to Marlon Vera, Dan.
He is, well, youth, height, probably weight as well, because Chito Vera is slightly bigger. but that's not going to deter Brad. I mean, when we found out a week ago... Oh, wow!
Big slam there from one punch.
When we found out a week ago that there was a possible opponent being pulled out, we were very disappointed for him, but I think Brad would have fought anybody on this night.
Yeah, well, it shook him to the bones as well when Henry Briones pulled out of that fight. Crazy that the man that knocked him out now replaces him from the Ultimate Fighter Latin America series.
Good work from Brad here. Solid side control position. Chito scrambles and Brad looks to circle around and take his back, but Vera's back to his feet.
A very good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner is Vera.
Low kick from Chito. Chito answered by 2 punches from Vera, from Brad Pickett. It must be very difficult to control the emotions in this fight for Brad.
I was thinking the very same thing, Dan. You've got to go to work, but you know it's your last day in the office. You want to go out on the high. You don't want to let anyone down, least of all yourself. Brad Pickett got into this when there was no money to be earned. It was purely about competition. That's what has driven him for so many years. And actually, he's got the kind of fight that he likes. A guy who's going to stand with him and trade.
He's looking for that big punch. He's looking for that one-shot knockout.
Well, his head is bobbing around like a cork in the ocean. Trying to find those openings. If he could recreate that time when he starched Yves Dubois, that would be awesome. If you're indeed in Pickett's corner. But what an opportunity here for Marlon Vera. He's come a long way, but he knows everyone's watching this fight tonight. He can earn a real name for himself.
You can really feel the tension in the arena, John. People are clinging to the sides of their seats, willing Brad on here. But Chito is a very tricky opponent. He's a very talented young man right at the beginning of his UFC career, and certainly has the ability to go a long way.
14 years difference. Wow, really nice knee there from Vera. And we've seen Pickett absorb and eat a few of those over the years.
Oh! Left hook. Chito was wobbled for 1 second.
Pickett felt that he was trying not to be finished in his last bout against Uriah Faber, which was frustrating when he looks back on it. Trying to get in deep on a takedown now, but it's well countered by Vera. Knees and elbows there from the Ecuadorian fighter. He's bringing it tonight, Dan.
There's a lot to be gained for Chito here. He took a short notice fight against a very tough opponent. Brad searching for those big power hooks.
And it's not the first time he's taken a short notice fight. But tonight he's up against a very hostile crowd as well. But he told me that he really doesn't care for that. When he's fought in Peru, he was actually in a rooster's pit where the fighting arena is actually below the seat level. So it was very, very intimidating indeed. Ever been to a rooster fight, Dan?
I certainly haven't, my friend, and I will avoid them at all costs if I can.
I agree. Hopefully we've moved on as humans from that.
Good work from Chito. Vera just stifling the forward progression of Brad, using those powerful body kicks that he has. Oh!
Nice right hand there from Pickett. Good scrap, this one.
A lot of fun in that first round. Immediately Brad Pickett making a statement with a big powerful double leg. Lands in side control there, and then a beautiful switch stance there. Right hook, left hook combination. And here we go. Chito jumps in, and Brad lands a short left hook right on the tip of his chin. Just stole his legs away from him for a second, but Chito was back to his feet in a moment.
Come forward. Let's come off the line and just keep on circling, okay? Come off the line, but come forward. Just break that little distance, close that gap, okay? Yeah, good, that's good. That's all good. How are we feeling? All good. Yay! Nice. Pressure. Just keep pressure. keep pressure, Brad. It was a great round. Just keep your hands up. Don't roll in front. Good. High guard, right? High guard, right?
Dan, Brad Pickett felt like fighters have gone on to earn a title shot on the back of competing against him, which always had him believe he was so very close to the gold. But after trying at bantamweights and flyweights, age has caught up with him. So this one tonight is his last.
Good low kick from Chito there to open the second round. Brad searches for the left hook again, controlling the octagon. Oh, there's
another
that knee.
nice time knee from Vera. Low kick from Vera, mixing up these strikes. Looking very relaxed, went high that time off the lead leg.
He's got a very unpredictable game, has Chito Vera. Very good at flicking kicks out from different angles, just like that front kick there. There's the knee again.
Fighters seem to have a lot of success right up the middle against Brad Pickett.
Yes. Shoots him for a double. He's got to watch his neck. Do we see another big power double from here? I can't see whether Brad's got his hands linked together. Looks like he has. Possibly biding his time and waiting for a weight shift. Make it easier to lift his opponent. There it is. He lifts one time, but had to drop to a knee.
Because he has his hands connected. Another slam. Climbing up the frame of Marlon Vera now.
Half guard for Brad Pickett. Marlon Vera reaching over his head. Now he comes underneath. Back to butterfly guard.
Pickett taking a moment to assess his options. Slammed through an elbow. Now looking to pass.
Yeah, nice
that
pass
guard of Vera.
Nice pass attempt there, but you can see the skill level of Vera just to shift his hips across and recover that. Keep his butterfly hooks established. Nice sneaky elbow there from Brad. You can see Vera's controlling his wrist, trying to stifle that ground and pound attack.
We're going to open up the microphone to the red corner, Mike Brown of American Top Team.
Good. Yeah. Halfway.
You've got to think, John, with the experience that Brad's got in mixed martial arts, that his grappling experience in the octagon is greater than Chito's, because obviously Chito's a fantastic black belt, a very good grappler in his own right, but possibly not seen as much action in mixed martial arts as Brad has. So Brad could possibly be using his experience here to read the hips of Marlon Vera, cover the hips and keep chipping away at him and keep these judges scoring for Brad Pickett.
Brad Pickett was competing in a ring before Marlon Vera was out of his diapers. And I'm just taking a look around here now, Dan. If you take a look as well, the crowd are on their feet in full song behind Brad One Punch Pickett.
Pickett looking to pass. Vera scrambling, trying to recover guard, trying to slow Brad down. Looking to possibly threaten an arm. He can be very tricky from this bottom position. They're illegal kicks.
Pickett loading up on that right hand again. Bobbing and weaving. Trying to slip the punches and come back with the counter strike. Marlon Vera, sorry Dan, has been very, very good with those flying knees tonight.
Brad's doing a good job of controlling this emotion, taking his time, not rushing, not taking unnecessary risks. It's been a very emotional week for him in the build-up to this fight. All the conversations he's had with the media, the radio stations wanting to speak to him, all of the fan interaction that he's had, people really sharing how much they love Brad and how many good memories they have of his career.
The paper that he walked out with actually had a bunch of memories, testimonials and all kinds of well wishes, and he had that on his way to the octagon. Coming forward now is Pickett, but he was stopped in his tracks there by the head kick of Vera, who's on his bike again.
Oh, good work.
Last few
Pickett grounded,
seconds.
nice knee. Marlon Vera steps in with an elbow. Look at this big slam again by Brad Pickett. Another good statement in that second round. Established side control, and then when he found his way into the guard, he started to land good elbows from the inside, rolling his wrists over and cracking Vera.
9 minutes left. You got this guy where you want him. No takedowns this round. Force this guy to stand with you. You have the better stand-up than this guy, right? Unload the jab, let the kicks fly. You run all the time. You come from a place where you got to scrap every day, man. Take it to this motherfucker. You're not fighting none of these guys. You're fighting one guy. That fucker right there you're fighting, he's ready to quit.
Before you throw when his back's to the cage, that's when he's trying to knee you, okay?
He's slowing down now. Let's chop the legs, all right? Chop the legs. He's slowing down, Brad.
So apologies for any offence caused by the language in the corner there of Marlon Vera.
Right there, Brad.
A lot at stake here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for a young up-and-coming fighter, but a veteran who has done so very much for the sport and really wants to put on the very best show for his faithful. I can barely hear myself think inside the O2 Arena. Third and final round.
The last 5 minutes of Brad Pickett's career. The corner of Timo Yarma said to Marlon Vera, you're not fighting any of these people in here, you're fighting that one man, and he's ready to give up. And you could see the tenacity and the aggression in Marlon Vera when he came straight across the octagon to challenge Brad in his own corner.
Yes, very good cornering there from Timo Yarma.
Apart from the cussing, of course.
But with all due respect to that, Dan, sometimes they know exactly how to get their athlete fired up.
This is it. It's a very emotional environment, this, for both fighters. Chito Vera's right at the beginning of his UFC career. He's looking for a win over one of the biggest names in this division. He has a lot to gain here for from Brad, if he can get this win.
There will certainly be no quits in one punch, though.
Obviously, there's a lot of support in this arena for Brad Pickett, but I can guarantee Brad, out of everybody, would want a real fight in his last bout, a real good test, and that's exactly what he's getting from Chito Vera.
Absolutely right, Dan. He wouldn't want it any other way. He wants a war in there. Of course, the victory, though, as we see him shift his weight from foot to foot, looking for opportunities to throw that big right hand or that left hook. I think young Vera has handled tonight very well indeed.
Good work from Vera, inside low kick, chopping away at Brad.
Vera also had interrupted sleep last night, as did all of us actually, as we were evacuated from the fighter hotel, but he wasn't sleeping too well, trying to adjust.
Good digs to the body from Brad Pickett, really struggling to find his way in at the moment on Vera, who's starting to edge it in this round. I'm wondering if we're going to see another big takedown from Brad Pickett so he can establish that top position and start chipping away from the top again.
Single leg kick. Then another few single strikes there from Vera. There's that uppercut, the famous one. Pickett really listening well to his corner, where he got buckled by that leg kick. Oh, that was a big shot.
Yeah, there's that attack again. You can see the way that Chito's throwing, he's picking, he's very economical with his striking, he's not really overcommitting to anything, whereas when Brad steps in, he's throwing big power into everything. He's looking for that home run knockout. Such heavy hands.
Nice connection on that left hand. Yeah, rightly identified Dan Vera with like a 65 to 70% on these strikes. He's keeping up a good pace, decent amount of volume as well. Pickett's taken a lot of punishment tonight.
Last 90 seconds. Good work from Vera there, keeping Brad on the outside.
You can count on Pickett wanting to go out on his sword. Moves in behind that jab. Oh! Huge head kick there from Vera, and that is it. That is enough for Volkmann. He saves Brad Pickett from any further punishment, but what a knockout there from Chito Vera. That's going to upset the London fans tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Well, a moment here as Vera goes over to Brad Pickett. That is certainly not in the script for him tonight. Very much the spoiler is Marlon Vera. But this is a sport, and this has been a passing of the baton, if you like.
So let's take a look at the replay of this. Obviously Brad probably ahead 2 rounds, but a beautiful head kick there from Vera, placed perfectly. Brad looked to try and recover for a second, but he wasn't defending those couple of shots, and Grant Wortman did a good job of stepping in there. There we go, look, good accurate shots from Marlon Vera for the finish. Let's listen to this kick one more time as we see it full speed.
So Chito Vera gets to the middle of the octagon whilst One Punch is in the corner. Obviously very emotional for a number of reasons. And look at this, Bruce Buffer beckons him to the middle of the octagon. That's a special moment as well. I've never seen Bruce do that. I'm going to hand it inside to the man himself, Bruce Buffer, to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Grant Wortman has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 50 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Marlon Chito Vera.
Okay, let's have a quick word with Chito. This is a very emotional moment for you as well. Obviously a fan of Brad Pickett, and you came over here into his hometown against the crowd as well for his retirement fight. There must have been a lot of pressure on you. Talk to me about that.
Hey, London, slow down. Hey, wait. Give him some respect to Brad. Brad Pickett is a fucking legend of the sport. I remember I was 17 years old watching this guy fighting. And today, I have the honor of fighting in the last fight. I can provide for my family now. I've been working my whole life for a big fight. I'm glad the UFC and the Warriors Sean Shelby give me this big opportunity. I have to say thanks to my Tino Yama, my jiu-jitsu coach Casey Hassan, the best manager in the sport. But guys, giving some respect to Brad, and everybody cheers for this guy. He's a fucking legend. Brad Pickett is a legend of the sport.
Just take us through the knockout. You were looking for the high kick early on in the fight. Brad was aware of that danger, and you managed to catch him with about a minute left to go. Did you know it was over once you landed the kick?
No, I know this guy is really tough. I know I've been fighting a long time. When I was in high school, he was beating today's flyweight champion of the world. This guy is a real fighter. I'm so happy the UFC gave me this opportunity. I'll be ready anytime, anywhere. I'm glad in training with a really good gym that give me a new life in the sport. When I was in Ecuador, I was by myself. I was with really good people, but wasn't enough. Today, I have really good people in my back. And thanks to this, I can provide for my family. Hey, London, thank you very much, guys. You're an amazing crowd. Thank you, London. You guys rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Chito Vera.
25 years old is the Italian, 23 is the Englishman, Kavanaugh. He's giving up a little bit of height, 5'4" to 5'7". Both guys coming in under the limit yesterday. So all that remains is for our man in the cage, Mr. Howell Chaplin, to get this one underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest takes place in the Cage Warriors flyweight division, brought to you by Apex Fightwear. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. Official weight, 125.9 pounds. He is fighting at Torino in Italy and brings into the cage a perfect professional record consisting of 4 wins. Introducing Davide Scorrano! Standing opposite him in the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. Official weight, 124.9 pounds. He is fighting in his hometown of London, England, and brings into the cage a perfect professional record of 4 wins. Introducing to you, Kavanaugh! Your referee in charge when the action begins, Mr. Leon Roberts.
Referee Leon Roberts, one of the best and longest serving officials in this part of the world. About to get this one underway. 3 5-minute rounds if they need them in the Cage Warriors flyweight division.
Okay, first round, you ready?
Scorrano
Let's go.
in the green and white trim. Lona Kavanaugh in the black and yellow trim. Touch your gloves on, we are underway. Leg kick just misses there. Kavanaugh just looks like a coiled spring at all times. You never know where that next shot's going to go from.
Oh, there's a shot from Scorrano. Aggressively fought by Kavanaugh, but it looks like he might not be enough. Big, high energy takedown, but oh my God, all that investment in energy, and he pops straight back to his feet like it didn't even happen.
And that's got to be disheartening,
yes.
Especially when you're putting all that effort into such a high amplitude takedown as well, and all for nothing.
And you can't get it early as well.
Always see flyweights with knockout power, but we know Lona Kavanaugh has that. And it's not just the power, it's the speed, the timing of the shots, the shot selection. That's what does the damage for him.
Scorrano looking like he hasn't really settled in the cage yet. Unlike Kavanaugh, looking very comfortable in there.
Another nice leg kick from Kavanaugh, and he's already left a couple of nasty red welts on that lead leg of Scorrano.
I feel like he's going to be going to the well with that one for however long this fight lasts.
Landed a nice left there, but Scorrano hit back.
Chewing up that lead leg. Oh.
The corner accounting along with those leg kicks, and there's the right hand. Oh, Kavanaugh takes a couple of shots there though. He can't get complacent now.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you can see Scorrano trying to shake out that leg.
3 minutes into the fight and already you can see that leg is highly compromised. I mean, how often do you see someone pick their leg up to shake it out? Oh my God, 3 times. Oh,
and again.
We can see a TKO from leg kicks here.
And the inside of his lead leg is also badly welted.
Oh, he is. I mean, have you seen anyone lifting up their leg that much? He switched stance, but he doesn't feel comfortable. He goes back. And he is terrified right now of that leg coming low, and that's when you end up getting caught high.
And we know Kavanaugh can switch it up on a sixpence.
think I can hear Kavanaugh's coach, Ashley Grimshaw, saying that leg is destroyed, and I'd be inclined to agree.
Yeah, he was counting the leg kicks.
Yep.
He was counting them off. Nice jab to the body there from Kavanaugh. He's taking his time here.
Big reactions to every movement that Kavanaugh makes. Oh, there's another one. Oh, God, he can barely put his weight down on it. He has to shoot.
And that was a real desperation takedown, but, you know, with one wheel compromise, the takedowns aren't easy either.
You can see the stance switch feels very uncomfortable for Scorrano, but he has no choice. That front leg is so compromised now, and you can see that the battle in his head about wanting to lead with his left leg, but actually wanting to bring his right leg forward because he doesn't want that lead left leg to be hit. He doesn't know what to do.
It's leaving him very square, and this is really, really good for Lerner Kavanaugh.
And he's limping on that leg. And I think we all know what's coming next.
Nice kick to the body, though, from Scorrano. He's not out of this one yet.
Oh, another one.
He is going to make it out of the first round, we would think. Just... huge spinning back kick.
Wow.
The credit to Scorrano, he took that spinning back kick like a champ.
Not only did he take it, he ran forward towards him. Man, that leg is going to be he's going to feel that blood pumping into that leg right now. You can see he's bringing that leg off the ground. He can barely put his weight down on it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, the way that he's moved. I wouldn't be surprised if the corner call it like that, because, I mean, he's in a bad way. I don't think that's what we're going to see, but... I mean, so many clean hits here. Look at that. No attempt to check or block any of these. And it was when it was only about 4 or 5 kicks in where he started lifting that leg up and shaking it out. There we go.
I mean, Scorrano here, he's got to go back to basics. He's got to look for that straight right hand counter to the leg kick. It's looking like something out of a movie there. Lerner Kavanaugh with that spinning back kick. And let's see what David Scorrano can do here in the second round on that severely compromised leg. He's looking very stiff on that.
Yeah, and you can see how quick the reactions come whenever there's any little movement through the body of Kavanaugh. Oh, nasty. And once again, the stance switch, but you can see it doesn't look comfortable.
And Dan, I tend to agree with your assessment. If this continues and Scorrano somehow stays on his feet, would not be surprised to see the corner call this at some stage. I mean, that leg is just every color of the rainbow right now. Scorrano tries for the takedown, doesn't get it.
The reactions from Kavanaugh on that grapple in the wrestling defenses is so quick. He's so explosive on that.
As the old saying goes, he's not quick, he's sudden.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Nice right hand there. But it's the combination punching again from Kavanaugh.
You can see that battle in the head again of Scorrano.
And you can hear the coaches there of Lerner Kavanaugh saying he's so square.
Yeah.
And this is the issue he's having now with these semi-stand switches. He's leaving himself square on, which is leaving him wide open for Kavanaugh to come forward and start popping off shots.
Oh. And I think now Kavanaugh's just going to start attacking that lead leg. He's going to give him no option.
Scorrano just looking really uncomfortable in that switch stance.
We know Scorrano's looking for a takedown here. He wants to get weight off of that leg, but I mean, he hasn't even come close to being able to control Kavanaugh on the ground.
Nice right hand.
And here's the thing, he wants to shoot, but that leg is so compromised that I don't think he's going to be able to generate any power from it.
Kavanaugh attacking the other leg there. Tries the head kick there, just a little bit short from Kavanaugh.
Oh,
and a huge leg kick.
The timing
Drops
on that.
Scorrano to the mat.
I mean, the timing, I think he went for a level change there, and as he ate that kick.
Big kick to the body there as well from Kavanaugh, mixing that shot selection up now. I'd be surprised to see the right uppercut come from Kavanaugh here as well.
And there's really very little in terms of offensive output. I mean, there's another level change, and the level change comes quick.
He's clipped with the left hand there.
Watch that leg kick
Just
again.
on the break, Kavanaugh clipped his man.
Oh! The closest he gets for a takedown for a while, and it comes from a slip from Kavanaugh.
Final 90 seconds of the second round.
Oh God, he's hobbling now. Oh, and now he's attacking the other leg. Crippling his man.
And you've got to believe at this stage, Kavanaugh wants the finish here.
Yeah. And I think he's going to get it. I think if he keeps, if he starts attacking the left leg, well, now that's going to leave his opponent no choice. And I mean, I think that we might see a TKO from leg kicks if he wanted to go down that route. It's very possible.
Nice right hand there from Kavanaugh. See the likes of Nathaniel Wood, Arnold Allen, and Tom Aspinall, all Cage Warriors veterans now in the UFC, watching from cage side. Cage Warriors, the #1 route to the UFC for European fighters over the past 20 years.
There's another
nice leg kick to the other leg.
Yep.
And something tells me Scorrano's not going to be going for a Saturday morning jog tomorrow.
Or next week.
Trying for a leg kick, but he's struggling to even pivot off for his own kicks here. And again, he gets clattered by Kavanaugh and dropped again.
Kavanaugh heard that 10-second clapper and he just went for it. I mean, he has the confidence now. I think we're gonna see Kavanaugh start to turn the heat up and put his man away. We saw how much damage he could do when he really lets his hands go.
I mean, are we looking at 10-8 rounds there, maybe? The damage is certainly being done with the leg kicks.
Yeah, I mean, if legs are given a sort of close to the same emphasis of damage that the head is, then yeah, I mean, 10-8 easily. And look, ice on both knees in the corner of the Italian now.
Yeah, both knees are somewhere between red and purple. And we're going to see one more beautiful leg kick towards the end of the round. Bang.
Oh no, there was no level change. He just took it out as he stepped forward. Beautifully done. I mean, ice in both of the legs. And
Is he okay to carry on with that leg? Is he okay with that leg? It's okay. It's okay, yeah?
And the corner being asked by referee Leon Roberts there.
It's a good question. It really is.
Is he okay on that leg? The corner says yes.
Thank you. Stay in your corners. Stay back.
Third and final round.
You ready? Let's go.
Touch of gloves and we are underway.
Oh, and now he's attacking that right leg. I think Kavanaugh's just going to attack that right leg and just cripple his man, because a little bit more damage done to that right leg, and Scorrano's going to have no place to go, no stance to switch.
You have to do a handstand by the end of this fight.
Yeah, another one. I mean, get the crutches ready, regardless.
Still firing back, though, is Scorrano.
But he's lost his movement. You know, he still has the upper body. He's taken almost no damage there, but he's lost all the movement, all the pop, all the speed from the lower body.
And of course, the power from what you generate from striking comes from the feet.
All comes through the legs.
You plant your feet, and it comes from the hips, and then the shoulders, the rotation. Oh, and again, drops his man. And it's a huge knockout. Unbelievable. Lona Kavanaugh stitched the superhero landing in the third round. This kid is a
problem. And again, just to make sure everyone saw it. I mean, what a zero damage taken, just a clean performance. And his man has been battered. Those legs are destroyed.
I mean, there's no debate here. There's no question. Lona Kavanaugh is a star. The potential this kid has is insane.
Let's have a look at that finish again, because it was a wild one.
That's 4 wins for
Lona Kavanaugh at 5-0, calling for the strap already. And I mean, look, a fight or two down the line, you can't deny this kid.
Oh, the timing of this, he just, I mean, as he changed level and then managed to catch in the accuracy with the follow-up punches.
Oh, beautiful shot from Kavanaugh there. So precise.
What a stoppage that was. Look at that. I mean, I think he was out for a second there. He clambers back up and just eats one and looks like he goes out for a second.
We're going to take one more look at this in super slow motion. Bang. Heel to the jaw.
And watch this follow-up. This is where it's at. As he goes to get up, boom, on the chin, and he is out.
Great job from Leon Roberts getting in there to prevent further damage. Sticks the superhero landing as well. And it's another one for GB Top Team. What a night this team has had.
Beautiful violence.
Lona Kavanaugh
really
capping it off in style. And my goodness, the legs and the knees of David Scorrano are in a bad way. And when that adrenaline wears off, Dan, he's
going to feel that tomorrow.
He certainly is. All that remains is to throw it to our man in the cage, Mr. Hal Chaplin, to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Leon Roberts, calls a stop to this contest after just 58 seconds of round number 3, declaring your winner by way of TKO in the red corner,
Here is our tail of the tape in the flyweight division. 9th-ranked Dustin Ortiz and number 10, Brandon Moreno. The one stat jumps off the page. The reach advantage, 5 inches to Moreno. Now back inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 13 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Tijuana, Mexico, presenting the number 10 ranked flyweight contender in the world, Brandon, the Assassin Baby, Moreno! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 16 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 124 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Franklin, Tennessee, presenting the number 9 ranked flyweight contender in the world, Dustin Ortiz! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
The 9th fight in Tennessee for Dustin Ortiz, and he has never been finished in his career.
All right, sir, ready? You ready, sir? Let's go, fight.
Can the Assassin Baby be the first man to do it? Moreno in the green, Ortiz in the blue.
Moreno really wants to stay long in this fight, utilize his jab. Ortiz wants to suffocate him and do exactly what he's doing right now. He said his key, get this kid against the fence, bully him in the clinch, and he is confident that if he takes Brandon Moreno down, despite his submissions, Ortiz is confident he can control him and dominate the fight there.
Brandon Moreno enters this match on a 10-fight win streak. Lots of confidence
as he faces the steepest test of his young career.
And the lone loss that people may remember for Brandon Moreno was when he lost to Pantoja, but that was on the Ultimate Fighter. That was an exhibition bout.
His 2 fights in the UFC have been wins. A guillotine choke victory over Louis Smolka. In fact, he got a performance in the night bonus, but said, man, I'm Mexican and I can't believe the U.S. taxes. I won 50 grand, but hardly took home half of it.
Well, regardless, that was an extremely impressive performance over a veteran like Louis Smolka. Moreno working on a Kimura here. And like we saw in our previous fight, using this to defend a takedown. But Ortiz just too strong. Oh, excellent job using the tight waist to now get below the hips. But man, as you could see, Moreno just so scrappy, so gangly on the ground, man. It's hard to get this kid's back flat on the mat. He's so good at creating scrambles.
Moreno would love to be able to use that reach advantage if he can get back to his feet.
Well, this is what Ortiz is best at. You know, he's been training at Combat Sports Academy specifically to evolve his striking game. But he knows this isn't the matchup where he wants to use that as his primary weapon. He's fighting a longer opponent. He wants to suffocate him. He wants to close the distance and beat him up in the clinch and bully him.
Ortiz, a brown belt. Moreno, a purple belt, jiu-jitsu.
The hardest part about this style of game plan for guys like Ortiz is it's very taxing. It will test your cardio. If this is your game plan to suffocate a guy, take him down repeatedly, control him in the clinch for 3 straight rounds, you've got to be in phenomenal condition.
How much energy does it sap out of you when you're trying to defend these takedowns constantly?
It's a lot, but right now I would say the cost there was higher for Dustin Ortiz. Now, all that being said, he showed phenomenal cardio in his last fight against Zach Makowski. I mean, in the 3rd round, winning key scrambles and winning key positions to win that fight. He's absolutely in great shape.
That victory in December, the best of Ortiz's career, and he gets a takedown here.
Yeah, well timed, but notice as soon as Moreno's hips hit the floor, he is immediately scooting back up. He's not ever accepting the position. And look how challenging, how much energy it's taken for Ortiz to try and get him flat to the back. He's going to try and suck that left knee away from the fence. Moreno's either going to use elbows or he's got to start to put pressure on the head. Already
3 of 8 takedowns for Ortiz thus far.
I would tell you that anytime you go for more than 3 in a round, that could be very, very taxing. However, the flyweight division's a bit of an anomaly because these guys, I mean, 3 rounds for them is just not that difficult.
Ortiz tried to open up a couple of elbows on Moreno.
Well, and now he's finally got Moreno solidified on the ground, but he's got to match hips here. Moreno cutting a nice angle, using the fence. His toes were interlocked. And look at that. Beautiful work to get to mount. That is gorgeous
watch
technique.
The back of the head, Dustin.
Snuck his toes in the fence
Dustin,
for a
watch
moment.
The back of the head. Next one's a point deduction.
You heard the instructions to Ortiz. A point deduction forthcoming if he hits Moreno in the back of the head again.
Man, and it was scrambles like that won that Makowski fight for Dustin Ortiz. Beautiful timing to reverse there, and you can see just how strong Dustin Ortiz is. Wait, some really fun grappling transitions here. We'll be watching closely here. Who gets off the stool more fresh for round number 2?
Good job, gentlemen. Hey, Dustin, that's your back of the head. That's okay.
Estoy hablando. Sí. Respira primero, ¿qué? Respira primero. Profundo. 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 Plan B. ¿Ok? ¿Sí? Te fue 100% en la lucha. Sé un poquito más agresivo con tu kick. Respira.
It's a little bit taller, so we need to get a little bit low on those hips before the lift and return. He's just on his tippy toes, so he's balancing on his feet.
You're this close to take 3 things back down. Right?
That's it, buddy.
We knew he was going to be looking for that Kimura. You keep those elbows short. We're not going to reach too far across, right? Tie up his hand as he takes two, right? Keep grinding him in the face. You do that all night long.
We got no answer for you. How do you feel?
Being warmed up.
Good, exactly. We're ready to put on a show tonight, baby.
Straight punches, but we're keeping our hands. We're coming back with our hands up.
Good work, buddy.
Brian, you asked before the break who would
Round
get up
2, sir.
off
You
their
ready?
stool
You ready, sir?
fresher.
Let's go, fight.
Ortiz didn't even use a stool, stood up the whole time and told his corner, I'm just getting warmed up.
He's in phenomenal shape. Wasn't breathing heavy at all. Was able to converse with his corners. Let's see how quickly he looks to close the distance. Moreno's got to capitalize on this opportunity. He's got to do something to stop the forward pressure of Dustin Ortiz. And just flicking that jab out there is not going to do it, but a right hand like that could help.
A couple of lead uppercuts from Moreno.
Even feint some knees or some uppercuts. Make Dustin Ortiz question whether he wants to duck his head down and get into his chest.
If you're Ortiz, I guess you don't change the game plan at all. You'd love to see round 2 look just like round 1, would you not?
Absolutely, but don't rush it, right? Fake, feint, get in there smartly. Close the distance smartly. Don't get caught going in.
A little bit more urgency certainly now for Brandon Moreno, who said he trains in the morning and at night and in between. Works with his family building piñatas in Tijuana. It's his family business. Said he loves it. Nice low kick there from Moreno.
Heavy. Starting to find his timing. It's tough, you know, he's wondering when is Ortiz going to shoot? When's he going to shoot? Sometimes that consumes your mind and it limits your offensive output. He's got to be able to let that go. Nice right hand there from Ortiz.
Dana White looking for a fight is back. New episode available now, free on YouTube. Don't miss Dana, Matt, and Den. Head to South Dakota and all the way back to the East Coast in Atlantic City. Dana White looking for a fight, available now on YouTube.
Definitely see some growth in the striking game of Dustin Ortiz. Found an opportunity. He shot from a little bit far away on that one, but he saw an opportunity. Moreno was standing straight up, and it was worth the risk there as he completes that takedown. Really nice reaction there from Dustin Ortiz.
Get those knees going. Keep that wrist low. Keep that wrist. Let's break him down some more, though, Dustin.
One hook in.
Break him down more. Don't get too high on his back.
And there he listens to his corner. He was starting to get a little high on the shoulders of Brandon Moreno's corner shutout. Don't get too high on his back. You see that too often. You get high on the guy's back when you're trying to sink both hooks in, and then they duck their head down and you go falling over.
This was a big litmus test for Moreno, the 10th ranked flyweight in the world. Ortiz number 9, and right now it's Ortiz with the advantage. Sends him down. Ortiz in big trouble. Scrambling backwards. Moreno throwing hands as much as he can and as often, and now going for the submission.
Oh, he's got the body lock. Ortiz in a lot of trouble. Moreno's really good at sliding his wrist, sneaking him under your chin. Boy, what a beautiful kick. He just wrapped it around the head of Dustin Ortiz.
And now the assassin baby going for the kill.
Good defense so far for Ortiz.
This fight certainly turned in a hurry. One punch did the trick.
Boy, Moreno should look to control the wrist here and punch a little bit more. He's not going to be able to force his way into this submission. You see him, he's looking over at his corner, taking his time, calming down now.
And the body lock is crucial here for Moreno.
Well, and it sucks a lot of energy out of your opponent, too. It is not fun with that wrapped around your waist, restricting your breathing. Can't tell if he's under the chin here, but he may be able to compress this, and it doesn't matter anyways.
And now it may be locked in here for Brandon Moreno, looking for his 10th submission victory.
Ortiz gonna go out.
He's out. He is out. And Brandon Moreno. What a performance. Just when things started to look bleak, they turned purple. perfect in a hurry.
Well, he's young, but that was a very smart performance. When you look at round 1 to round 2, his ability to keep his distance and disengage in the clinch, that's what gave him the opportunity to land that kick. Really excellent performance for Brandon Moreno.
Moreno
Mi amor, Mason, ya voy a la casa, mi vida. Te amo muchísimo. Mi amor, Shirley, te amo con todo
Our
mi
move
corazón.
of the fight is sponsored by Metro PCS. Switch to Metro PCS and get a fast nationwide 4G LTE network for only $30, period.
Hell, beautiful switch kick, and he caught Ortiz with that right hand low and just caught him behind the ear. Gorgeous technique, and then here, he was patient, slowed down his breathing, and then was able to sneak that wrist. When you got those long, skinny arms like that, man, you catch guys sleeping, you can slip it under the chin. Man, Ortiz goes out. Huge performance for Brandon Moreno. After losing round 1, not being able to disengage in the clinch, he was able to do so, make the adjustments, calm down, keep his poise. This kid's wise beyond his years, has a high fight IQ, lot to like about Brandon Moreno.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 6 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno.
Hey, Nashville, sometimes you get knocked down, but you know what? You gotta stay chopping, and that tree will fall. Minor setback. Let's give it up for this young guy.
All class, Dustin Ortiz. All right, I'm here with your winner, Brandon Moreno. Brandon, he controlled you in round 1 on the ground and in the clinch. What was going through your mind as you started that second round?
I want to say something. Dustin Ortiz is a real warrior, guys. I mean, Nashville, Tennessee has a really good guy with him. I mean, Dustin is really strong. The first round was hard, but I changed a little bit the plan and works, no?
Talk about that kick. Did you see an opening? Did you see his right hand load? Because that was really what led to your submission.
Yeah, actually, I listened my coaches. He said me. I tried sometimes in the first round, but don't work. But in this kick, all in the neck, bam.
Well, you're undefeated so far in your UFC career. You're going to probably be in the top 10 of the division come Monday morning. Is there anybody you'd like to fight next?
To be honest, I don't know. I have some names, but I want to wait a little bit. Only let me say something. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, and maybe not the next month. But only one thing is true. I will be champion one day. I promise. I promise.
Brandon Moreno, ladies and gentlemen.